Oh my God, y'all. I am trying to figure out what the hell is going on here. What the hell is going on? I am telling you, ever since Joe Biden has stepped aside and announced Harris, shit has been going crazy. Like, she's the new Democratic candidate here. And I'm telling you, the right is losing their mind. The right is losing their mind. It is. Let me tell y'all something. Okay, and I said this earlier. Pay attention to what is going on right now in politics. I know we have everything going on back here with Puff Daddy and this whole scandal with Oprah and all this shit. Do not let this distract you so much that you're not paying attention to the future of this country. Please pay attention. Pay attention. If you have not ever voted in your life, this is one of the most important elections ever in this nation. I'm trying to tell you to pay attention. If you don't know the word civility, you better become acquainted with that word. This presidential race is going to be one of the most impactful things to ever happen in this nation. I'm trying to tell y'all, wake up. This nation is about to be turned on its head. That is what I'm getting. That this nation is about to be turned on its head. You're really about to start seeing the people of this country show their true colors. I'm telling you, if they have been hiding it, they have been keeping it under wraps. You know, a lot of them do that, especially in politics. You know that whole praise in public, condemn and punish in private? That shit. That shit is going to come to the forefront in this election. Trust me. Pay attention to the shit that is happening in the news right now. And if you look at my reading, when I did the reading about Joe Biden and Donald Trump for this election year, the first card that I pulled was the Tower. It was the Tower. And what did I say about the government system? What did I say about it? Go back and look at my reading. The first card I pulled was the Tower, and that was an affirmation. That is going to happen. The government system is going to be dismantled from the way we know it. I'm telling you, pay attention. Wake up. This is going to be one of the most important elections, y'all. The Republicans are showing their damn ass right now. Why? Because I absolutely believe that they were not prepared for this. They were not prepared for this scenario where you had a president step down from an election in the middle of the election and so close to election day. I'm telling you. And you're going to see these people go in panic overdrive because of this. And the types of rhetoric you're getting ready to get exposed to, you're not ready for. I'm telling you to open your minds, because you're about to see people act in a way they have never, possibly, in a way that you have never seen them act. Pay attention to this election. Do not get distracted by the shit we got going on over here with these celebrities. And if you can do both, good. Pay attention to both. But this election is very important. From the Democrat side and the Republican side, because you have to remember, they each have their own agenda here. None of the Republicans are happy with the nomination of Joe Biden. None of them. None of them. None of them. None of the Republicans like her. And if they don't like her, excuse me, if it's that they don't like her, it could otherwise be they don't know her enough. But the other thing that has them panicking is because if you look at the two candidates that we have right now, compared to Donald Trump, Kamala is sticking out. I just want y'all to know that. She's sticking out compared to Donald Trump. We've already had a pass for Donald Trump that they can scrutinize. And when I say they, I'm talking about the Democrats. But we've already had a pass with him as a president. And it's not sitting well with a lot of them, what he did in his last presidency. Please keep that in mind. It's another reason why Kamala sticks out. Now, she's never been a president. And this is her first time being vice president. And she has still managed to be kind of under the, like, she's not as out there as Trump is. People have to really study this lady to know what's going on, and that creates a state of panic. Because they're having to do this now. If they've never done it before, they have to do this now. And we are how many months away from the election? They gotta hope they can dig up enough dirt. They don't have the time. Then they also have to, and I'm talking about the Republicans, they also have to be concerned with who she's gonna choose as her VP. This is a whole different precedent here. It's a whole different precedent with this country, where you have a woman vice president that has just taken the Democratic candidacy from the president because he's not running. And if you think about it, Kamala got further than Hillary at this point. If you think about it, yes, she got further than Hillary Clinton at this point. Pay attention. Y'all better wake up and pay attention. Okay? This election is serious. You are going to see, this is my concern. You're going to see people for who they really are. And that should give everybody concern. And I'm talking about both sides. It should give everybody concern. Kamala Harris is a prosecutor. She's a lawyer, y'all. She's an attorney. Donald Trump is a businessman. He's a negotiator, okay? To an extent, so is Kamala. But you have one who, for so far, I haven't, I gotta dig some more too. But so far, Kamala don't have the type of background that Donald Trump has. And in terms of respect, Kamala sticks out. She sticks out because there's not enough shit out here on her. But you got a whole lot of shit out here about Trump. And just as recently as this year, about 3 months ago, you have something significant going on with a man who is running for the presidency of a nation, meaning he will be the head of the state, if you will. Y'all better wake up. I am telling y'all to wake up. Because each of these parties have their own agendas. And what I will tell you personally is I agree with some of both sides. That's what I will tell you. I believe that both sides have good policy in certain areas. That's what I take from both sides. Okay? But this shouldn't be about a personal agenda at all. The presidency should not be about a personal agenda. It should not. It's about the agenda of the nation. The nation encompasses all of these other contributing bodies. Because without these bodies, the nation is nothing. So the head of the state's job should be focused on the agenda of the nation. Where the nation is unified in its agenda. So that the president does not have to fight so many battles in its nation, in his or her nation. That should be left to the states, the heads of the individual states. Those are your Congress people. Their job should be to handle the nation's problems that the nation has to deal with. The president's job should be to handle the agenda of the nation with other nations. Meaning negotiations, treaties, alliances, all of this stuff that other countries, other heads of states, if you will. Okay, the president should be dealing with them. That's who the president should be dealing with. Them. And the president should be allowing Congress, which are the members of the individual states, to handle the regulation and issues within the nation. If you ask me, that is how it should be. That's how it should be. Not saying that we should know what the president has going on. No, I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is, if we are unified as a nation first, we need to be unified as a nation first, where the agenda of the nation is clear to everybody. Everybody's on the same page about the agenda of the nation because we're unified. We are divided as a nation. How in the fuck are we going to be able to create a stronghold against other nations when we're divided as a nation? It don't make sense to me. Like, it really don't make sense to me. This shit is pissing me off. Because like I said, you're really going to see people for who they really are in this nation. And we got to deal with that first. Or we don't got a chance with other nations. We don't have a chance. I'm trying to tell y'all, okay? You need to wake up and pay attention. Don't just, and let me tell y'all something, because I don't like, let me show y'all something real quick. Is this okay, I was reading this article right here. Put my glasses on. Okay, I was reading this article right here from Time. And the title is, Kamala Harris was never Biden's border Caesar. Here's what she really did. And by this comment, border Caesar, this means that they're trying to say that Kamala did not step in and take control or secure the border like she should have. Okay, and this is a Republicans' effort to come out and say what they need to say. Okay, it says Republican critics cast the episode as a symbol of Harris's ineffective tenure as President Biden's border Caesar, a misleading label they applied after she was charged with helming diplomatic efforts to address the root causes of migration from Central America to the U.S. This is what the Republicans labeled her as not being. Because they're saying that she was supposed to show all this, be all diplomatic and go over to these countries to figure out what was really going on with the Central Americas and why so many people were trying to come into the country. Okay? So this is the Republicans' efforts so far of applying the pressure against Kamala. Because remember, I said, excuse me, they're panicking because this is something new that has never happened, okay? Where you got two different things going on here. You got a president who just dropped out of election year, doesn't want to run, and gave his vote, his nomination to his vice president that happens to be a female of color. Two different things you're dealing with here. If you think about it, three different things. It's three different things I named there. You got a president that dropped out of an election year and said he's not going to run. Then he endorsed his vice president, who is a female, not a male. Okay? And she is a woman of color. I hope y'all hearing what I'm saying. Y'all better be paying attention when I say that you better become acquainted with the word civility. I'm telling you, you better do it. 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 I'm telling you, you better do it. You better do it because you're getting ready to see this country turn upside down. You about to see it in a way you never have. I'm telling you, wake up. Don't wake up, y'all. Now is not the time to dismiss politics. It is not the time. I don't give a damn if you're not a political person. This has so many astronomical transformations. For us as a nation. Okay? Now is the time for us as individuals to let government know where we stand as individuals, not as a group, not as an organization. Oh, y'all didn't know my door was open. Not as an organization, okay? Not as a party. You need to stand individually on this decision you make in November. This needs to be an individual effort, not a group effort. Not a group effort. Because that's the only way we're going to get the government that we should have in this country. It's overdue. It's overdue. It's overdue. It is overdue. I'm telling you, it's overdue. Now is the time. And I'm talking to Democrats and Republicans. You know, I got to say that because I don't want nobody to think I'm talking to just one body. In a sense, I am. I'm talking to the body of the United States. That's who I'm talking to. The body of the United States. Now is not the time for the bullshit. Pay attention to what the hell is going on in the fucking Capitol. Pay attention. It's no wonder people are so frustrated that we look weak as a fucking nation. Everybody can see it. This is international. You think everybody don't know the United States is going through a presidency election? Everybody knows. Everybody knows. What happened to together we stand, divided we fall? What the fuck happened to that as a nation? If you want to be here, you need to stand for what we stand for, or you don't need to be here. But how can you say as a nation, we stand together and we're divided in agenda? We already weak. We already weak. We've been weak. We've been weak. This is not new. We've been fucking weak. We've forever been divided. Forever. By any and everything. As a nation, we're already weak. Already. What the hell is wrong? Wake the fuck up. Wake up. We will have to be. We're going to have to be. We have to have a unanimous agenda as a country, or we're going to forever be divided. And that will keep us a target. That will keep us a target. Because it's not hard to find it will not be hard for those outside of us that wish to cause us harm to find our weak spot. They see it. They know what the fuck it is. You know why? Because we're divided on the inside. Wake the fuck up. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all. If you're not already, now is the time for you to wake up, because this election year is very serious. We do not have to choose to be a fucking Democrat. We do